This is Mike Pachenik. I'm here with my colleague Christian Boone from the Atlanta Journal-Constitution covering day one of the Tex McIver murder trial. And Christian, before jury selection even began, Judge McBurney ruled on a number of key motions in this case.
He did, and most pivotal, I think, was the second will. He's going to allow testimony about the second will, the alleged second will, because no one's ever produced a copy of that. But the prosecution says they have evidence of it based on testimony or based on conversations and emails. And that's really important because the whole motive here is financial. And the second will impacts Tex McIver financially as far as the couple's ranch home in Putnam County. So that's a big piece of evidence that'll be allowed in.
Another ruling, of course, the fact that he did not call 911 will be allowed in as evidence. However, the judge says that the jury will not be able to hear about the superiority of Grady Hospital versus an Emory Hospital, and the fact that Grady is a level 1 trauma center, right, and the Tex, ought to have brought her there.
Right, yeah, he ruled that was pretty much inside baseball, although if there's proof that someone in the car did know that, then it would be admissible. But right now there's no evidence of that existed.
Sure. And another really big ruling in this case, potentially, is the fact that they're going to allow McIver's statement to go before the jury that he had the gun in the vehicle because he was worried about Black Lives Matter protesters in that vicinity. Why do you think that that's important for for what's going to be going in front of the jury?
Well, I think it sort of plays into jury selection too. I mean, it sort of injected race into this case, and it's rubbed. I think a juror just actually, before I came down, had said that he was a progressive politically and that some of the McIver statements rubbed him the wrong way, and I would venture to guess that was one of them. So, that brought another aspect in this case that wouldn't have existed, but now race is, a component, I think.
Yeah, as one of our legal experts told us, that if they want to assassinate his character, that's a good way to do it.
Yeah.
So then we moved on to the jury selection phase. We had 48 prospective jurors brought in. They're slowly making their way through this process. We've heard a number of people opine already that they have an opinion of his guilt. So it's been pretty slow.
Yeah, I mean, all the ones who have said they have formed an opinion say they think he's guilty. We had one guy who said, I don't believe a gun can go off accidentally. Another woman said, if he was so nervous about the neighborhood they were in, which is why Tex said he got the gun out, then why was he sleeping? So, we saw sort of some of the hurdles that the defense is going to have to cross with the jurors who were, interviewed today.
Yeah, we also heard some people, at least one gentleman blatantly say that he thought he was guilty and that he would be distracted and couldn't sit through court, and the judge told him that he could leave, but he wasn't going to let him go right away. He wanted to make him sit around, and
he made him sit.
He wanted to make him sit on that.
In fact, he just excused him.
So a lesson learned: if you're going to be in jury selection, don't be too blatant about it.
Yeah.
If you want to get excused. So jury selection continues on Tuesday. Very well could go to the end of the week with opening statements, possibly as early as Friday, but more than likely next week.
Based on the pace we had today, we're looking at a week of jury selection. They had 30 jurors were questioned today. And as of a few minutes ago, 11 had been excused, so moved at pretty much a snail's pace so far.
And the judge admonishing the attorneys, let's get this case tried in this calendar year. So I guess we'll wait and see. All right, this has been Mike Pachenik and Christian Boone at the Fulton County Courthouse.